Are you confused with the alphabet soup of retirement plans? We have traditional IRA accounts, 401k accounts, Roth IRA accounts, Roth 401k accounts, SEP IRAs, Simples. What does all of this mean? And which one is the best? Making the right decision really depends on your own individual circumstance and your goals. There are benefits and drawbacks of each of these accounts. What I want to cover today is the most common accounts that we encounter and kind of the pros and cons of each of them. And I also am going to talk about some cool things that you can do with certain accounts that you can't with others. If you're a W-2 employee or you're a self-employed individual, you may have opened up or are able to participate in one of the most common plans, which is a 401k plan. The contribution limits are fairly large. And the beauty is the contributions are not subject to income tax on the federal and state level, although they may be subject to Social Security and Medicare tax, depending on where your income falls overall. My recommendation, if you're in this bucket, is to contribute at least at the employer match, because it's really free money that you're getting. You may not always have the option to invest in the stock market depending on who the broker is for your firm or your company, and you may only be able to invest it into certain funds. That's something that you have to kind of look into and see what's best for you. Very common. People put it into their anticipated retirement date, right? Fund. So you may have a 2055, a 2065, etc. And the fund manager is going to work on that fund and change the aggression less aggressive as you get older, just to make sure to preserve that wealth for you. Now, if you're self-employed, you have a solo 401k, especially if you're a single owner, a husband and wife partnership, or if you have kids working in the business, you're going to try to max that thing out. The 401k options, just like traditional IRA accounts, these are accounts that are funded with pre-tax dollars. You're actually not paying tax on the money that you're putting into these accounts, and they're growing tax-free. And when you retire or reach 59 and a half, you can start drawing against this account and pulling money out, and only then is when you're going to pay tax. If you take that money out before turning 59 and a half, you're going to be subject to an additional 10% penalty. There are certain exemptions for that 10% penalty, like certain medical expenses, if you're buying a first home, but those are far and few in between. That's why some people prefer the Roth options. Now, Roths are actually a wonderful tool where, although you're paying tax when you contribute to the plan, the money will grow tax-free and no tax will need to be paid when you take the money out. If you're working with a Roth IRA, you can distribute the basis out of the account without any penalties. Although that 59 and a half year penalty still applies to Roth accounts, meaning you still can't touch that account until you either reach 59 and a half or decide to withdraw it when you're older and retired, you still will face a penalty if you pull it out sooner. Now, in many of these accounts, you're familiar with the fact that you can invest into funds, you can invest into the stock market, and you may think that your investment options are pretty limited. Let's paint a little picture here. You're Peter Thiel and you have connections and you take $2,000 and you turn it into a $5 billion portfolio. Of course, that is the exception and not the norm because he's kind of well connected, but for the rest of us, we can still aggressively grow that Roth IRA account. And here's the best part. Roth IRA accounts are actually much more flexible than your traditional IRA account or your 401k accounts. You're actually able to own real estate and other investments inside of your Roth IRA account. Now, this has to be a specific type of account, which is a self-directed IRA, an SDIRA, and there are certain trust companies that will be able to facilitate that. And that said, you can own rental property in it, you can have shares of a privately held company, you can be a member of an LLC, and you can even run businesses within your Roth IRA account. There may be additional taxes if the income that's generated inside of your Roth is not passive in nature, meaning capital gains or rental real estate. And it doesn't stop there. It's not just these activities. You can do anything you want within the self-directed Roth IRA account. You can mine Bitcoin or other crypto assets. The possibilities are endless. As long as you keep the funds inside the Roth IRA account and you get no personal benefit from that asset, you are okay. And the beauty of this is you can aggressively grow this portfolio, and when it comes time to retire, pull that money out and pay zero tax. There are other options with the Roth IRA. And you may say, but listen, I make too much money to contribute to a Roth IRA. In that scenario, I will tell you that the magical backdoor Roth is available to you. Check out my backdoor Roth IRA video for more info on that. Now, ironically enough, I speak to a lot of real estate professionals that actually don't believe in retirement accounts at all because they need liquidity to continuously invest in properties. And I understand that. That's why I said in the beginning of the video that it really all depends what the best one is and if you even need a retirement account. Some people say my real estate portfolio is going to be my retirement account. It's spitting out tax-free cash flow. I'm going to do a 1031 exchange, and then my kids are going to get it when I die. And that is fine too. But we have to look at everything from a holistic perspective and see what the best option is for you. Reach out to your tax advisor, make sure that you understand the way these work, and see what's the best fit for you today. I hope you found that video helpful. Like, follow, and share. And guys, if there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to comment below. Happy to address it on another video.